How's your spirit this evening? I know no matter how much I try, I'm like, I'm gonna say something different, and it's always JP. You're gonna say it, so just say it. Citizens, how's your spirit? Mine, groovy. I can really be like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, and no, it never happens. I, I want to be different. I want to not do like I want to not tick. On the east side that you rented, little too flat, inexpensive. I dare have a rough depiction. I dare have a hot to pissing, not to mention in your city, not to latter, complication. Good early morning to someone. Who's that? Hey, Cola, it's your fine self. Long time no see, beautiful. How's your spirit? Child, did you see earlier today? I know you know this already, child, because I know you missed Navy 101. You saw I did a video. I just found out about Janet Days, or Captain Janet Days. Excuse me, ma'am, you deserve all of your honors and accolades. I bow down. My heart was filled with so much joy when I saw a video about her and running Norfolk Naval Base. It tickled my spirit even more. It made me think about my kid, his little irritating ass. For whatever reason, I don't know. He's a radiology tech, but there's just something about it. I think that he's definitely one of those feminist dudes who's like, yeah, you know what it is. My youngest is into powerful women. Like he's like 5'6", 5'7", but he wants a glamazon. He wants a giant. I'll be honest, like spirits, like he wants like a giant. No offense, have like Dominican, have Arabic chick. Like she's 6 feet tall and she can somehow look or fit those dynamics. That's his cup of tea. You just left command. Man, I know, right? Like the little girl in me who idolized every soldier that I ever met. Absolutely in love with the woman. One day I want to salute her. Like you don't like, you understand. But the general public does not understand what it means for a black woman to be running Norfolk Naval Base. You don't know what it means for a black woman to be running any base. You don't know what it means for a black woman to be running a platform with 10,000 people and successful at it. Because it's a different meter. It's a different metric. Those of you who are out here running around all excited about 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, when you're talking about banking hundreds of thousands of hours in front of people, you're talking about hundreds of thousands of lives in your hands every day. Because you have to make the decision on which you're the final call. You it. The buck stops with your beautiful brown behind. It's your name on the door. And believe me, y'all, if you do not know, it's supremely scary shit. Motherfuckers look cool, calm, and fine in the motherfucker out here while they doing it. But inside, them nerves may look like steel. Ice might seem like it might run through them veins, but believe me, bruh, somewhere, some closet, some pillow, done got the business. Okay? Okay. Wow. Right. And you know what? That's the thing about it, Cola. I don't think that other people understand nearly as much like the joy and the challenge of it. Like, I can't stand the little knucklehead child of mine that I got right now. What he's going through, some challenge that's like a month long. some leadership challenge, best something. But you have to put yourself in the position to be in the position to be in the position for the challenges. Does that make sense? Like, that's absolutely crazy. But you can't just say, you know what, today I'm going to join the United States military and tomorrow I'm going to be ready for every challenge mission that comes up. I'm going to get every challenge coin that they have. When y'all see them little coins sitting behind veterans and whatnot, those are challenge coins. You get them in a number of ways. You can get a challenge coin handed to you by someone. Does the president hand out challenge coins? I can't remember if the president gives out challenge coins, but damn near every commander has a challenge coin to give you. So you can earn a host of challenge coins. You can earn them for your workouts, your good behaviors, a host of things. But it's not, it's like it's about the experience. It's about, can you get it out the mud? Like, I wasn't in the military. My experience was as a culinarian, but I grew up military, and the same methods kind of apply. So when I ended up, going into organizations and working with units, I'm looking at the unit that's got like a 92 on their sanitation rating. How am I going to get you from a 92 to a 100 in the 2 years that I'm willing to give to this community? That shit. I know y'all like, JP, what does it have to do with Woodstock, Freaknik, and tonight's wilding? Those young children participating in that shit tonight, Freaknik and Woodstock, they gonna grow up to be somebody, or they grew up to be somebody. We all looking like right now, the entire space is looking back at Freaknik like, ooh, look what your mama did. Ooh, your daddy. Put a little Cheeky over there. Cheeky, baby. Cheeky, I just wanted to pat you. I wanted to pat you. I was like, you know what, though? No. Because that's like your auntie coming over and being like, you just found out your mama and your daddy was a freak. Oh, and me? Big old freak. So, listen, y'all should have known by now. Y'all should have known by now. How y'all think y'all got here? How did you think you got as kinked up, freaked up, neeked up as you did? You know what I'm saying? Your parents did that to you. I told you you shouldn't know the song that you were made to until you're ready to make people of your own. That should just be the number one rule of the shit, right? So that's pretty much what it is. And then look at Woodstock. Look at who came out. Hendrix came out of Woodstock. Look at the number of movements that exist today based around the people that were at Woodstock. That was a bunch of free will and teenagers for the most part. Peace, love, and happiness, hair grease, beatniks, and all that ish. What are we talking about here? We're looking at these young children. Now, don't get me wrong. I am not really trying to equate the three, because let's talk about it. The wilding in Chicago tonight, I'll show you here in a bit, it just seemed like it's a bunch of teenagers freaking up the downtown area of Chicago. Okay. That's what Freaknik was back in the day. Right? It is spring break time frame, right? Maybe this is this generation's version of that. Maybe for once, instead of forming barriers against allowing the youth of the community to find a way to express themselves, you offer them a more free, safe environment in order to do so. Maybe once you see them down there doing their thing, give them a wide berth. Cover up your shit. Treat it like a goddamn protest if you have to. Why? Because you've stolen their future. I said it. They don't know how to. So let me say it again. You grown-ass Woodstock freaknicking motherfuckers who did not give a damn about what was going to happen to the people who are out here tonight running around wilding out in Chicago. You motherfuckers stole their future. No, you don't think so. You don't believe that by taking unwarranted PPP loans, by taking unnecessary advances on things during the pandemic, you don't believe that by shutting down the world for the better part of 2.5 years, you stole these children's future. Who has to pay the cost for that if not them? Definitely not the old decrepit Woodstocky motherfuckers and you Freaknik fat asses. Well, let's talk about it. Now, one of y'all, I ain't do none of that. I was cognizant of my future. Since 16, I knew I was going to be talking shit to power for a long damn time. People were trying to stop me. People were like, well, you know, if nothing else, the way you look and the fact that you smoke weed and disabled should be enough. It's a new damn day. You know how much the population smokes weed, is disabled, and has some type of flaw that someone else would like to fix, but they don't give a fuck about. Welcome to 2023. Fuck your feelings. It's Saturday night. How's your spirit? I'm so glad to hear it. Man. It's been an interesting day. Lately, my panic and my anxiety have been trying to rise. You gotta think, it's very difficult to be in this situation where you know things before other people know them. Where when you sit down to negotiate, it's a negotiation. It's not a runaround where they sell you the shit that they were going to sell you anyway. It's not that no one can get over on me. It's just that I know who's going to try and who isn't. And where it may seem that they succeeded with me, they will have failed with the Most High. I'm a human being. Denying, disappointing, doing whatever to me is humanity. Right? That's the Job walk with God in the first place. Anything that can be done, anything can be done to you short of what? Killing you. Said, I'm up because something is on my mind and I'm trying. Girl, yeah, there is some weighing heavy. It's not that it's weighing heavy on my mind. You know how you have done everything you can to do something? It's like, well, you know this. You go to the board. You do everything that you can. You have studied. You've gotten all your points. You know your current events. Uniform is flawless, baby. Every goddamn ribbon is where it's supposed to be. The tie is fucking fit. You are not gonna have to worry about being prepared for the board. And still, after it's all said and done, and even after you know that you did great, and you're waiting for the numbers to come in to know when you're going to be promoted, right? There's still this, is this shit really happening? Moment. There's still this, are you serious? Me? I mean, yeah. I know I can do it. Yeah. I got this, but like, me? You chose me? Me, the little me. Oh shit, Jesus. Oh Lord, now look who, oh God. That part. It's, and then you don't even get to really enjoy that because the next thing you know, you're in charge. And we're at war. And you don't want nobody to sink your battleship. I think that my neighbor and a few other people, Cola, believe that I died of heartbreak syndrome. And if that's why I had to have a heart valve replacement, then perhaps so. My heartbroken, I was. If you knew the number of people who tried to break my heart, so the thing about it, it's not like they broke my heart. It was broken once, and then that shit just opened up more and more and more. But that was more as I accepted that humans do that. Because people don't know how to people. You have to be taught. And most people are taught how to manipulate, game, somehow use or abuse the system. And in turn one another. It's not until someone teaches them what goodness, kindness, compassion is. So I have a friend I'm with now that's going through that. She's just, yes, your heart can be too big. My heart is literally too big. I have cardiomegaly, which means my heart's too big. I found out almost 21 years ago, around the time that I was pregnant with my, not around the time, during the time that I was pregnant with my youngest child. Um, I told you I was on bed rest like the moment that I got pregnant. That dude. Okay, here's how the story goes. It was Ramadan morning, the first day of Ramadan, early in the morning, before breaking fast, before the prayers and all of that jazz. And it was just like, you know what? Hey, my dude, 30 days we ain't getting this shit in, so let's hot too. And as soon as he got up, it was over, and he was like, "You pregnant?" And I was like, "You a motherfucking lie." 30 days to the day on a Saturday, I got up and I was like, "Yo, I ain't seen my cycle yet. Let's go buy a pregnancy test." We bought two. By Saturday afternoon, we knew I was knocked up. Monday, we go to the doctor. The doctor confirms that I am pregnant. They do an internal ultrasound. My blood pressure is sky fucking high. They put me in the hospital immediately. My husband was supposed to deploy on that Wednesday. And because I was pregnant and that baby was like, "Oh no, hell, my daddy ain't going nowhere," he stayed behind. He ended up staying behind for the duration of my pregnancy. Because every time that they would get ready to deploy him, my blood pressure would spike and they'd have to put me into the hospital. My youngest was born almost 3 months early. 3 pounds, 8 ounces. 21 tiny inches. He fit from the cup of your hand into the cusp of your elbow. He is just amazing. Amazing. He was born behind the veil, which means that he was born inside of his amniotic sac. I had him through a natural birth. Yes, although because this is my third child, this is called toxemia at this point, whatever it is, where like my blood pressure was sky fucking high. My like when I was in the hospital, they induced my labor. My eyes were fuzzy and blurry and all of that jazz. I tried to play um a Super Mario Brothers game. GameCube. I tried to play the GameCube. I tried to play the GameCube when I was in labor with him on magnesium. Because I was just like, I'm bored. I ain't shit. Ain't nothing happening yet. And the contractions hadn't kicked in. Jesus, child. And then the epidural. Oh my freaking God. Okay. Yeah, all three of my children were induced. All three of them came either like within the day that they were supposed to, like right on spot on time or early. The youngest was the earliest and the smallest. But that dude born behind the veil. So that means that like I had him through a vaginal delivery, but he came out in his sac. And so the doctors got him in the sack. He breaks the sack as he's out and held him up by his legs. And he's like, "You want to have another one? I'll punch you in your motherfucking throat. Don't play with me. That shit ain't funny. Do you know what I went through to get this one out of here? Just come on now." He was supposed to be in the NICU for 2 months. He was only in there for a month because, like, 2 weeks in, first of all, first baby I know of to be just flip flopping over in the damn incubator and shit. Newborn, flopping around, rolling over. Hey, I guess when you that damn small, it don't matter. You can sneeze and flip your own body the fuck over. I don't know. So, like, they had pictures of him up in the middle of the night at like 1 o'clock at like this time of night. This little dude is up looking at the nurses like, "Hey, ladies, what we doing? How we doing, ladies?" He a ladies' man to this day, a little punk ass motherfucker. He used to, man, he'd talk an old lady out of her jewelry, and the little nigga couldn't talk. I'm like, what is happening? What am I raising? Not when he's a politician. He should have gone into civil service. He might be in the United States Army, and he may be able to change that bad boy. But when I tell you that he was that little thing, he could talk a church lady into eating barbecue on Sunday in white gloves. Like, I'm telling you, I don't know what it is about him. He drives me bonkers. We go round and round. Like, I put up this thing on my community wall. It was like, when your children want to jump out of an airplane, your heart can't pump no Kool-Aid. You can't know no fucking fear. You understand? My eldest, when he was 3, he was doing parkour off the refrigerator. See? She still got baby teeth in her daughters. Then listen. I think they might have swallowed some of their baby teeth through the years. These dudes, Tony, thank God, the middle one, like he was the middle of the road. That's my guy, okay? That's my guy. The middle one, he's like my Snorlax. Like if I were like the Pokemon master, he's Snorlax. Right there in the middle. That youngest one is definitely Pikachu. My eldest is not a Pokemon. He's an ass. I love him to death. But he could be an ass. The most apathetic young man I've known. Love him to death, though. And I made him. That's why I know him so motherfucking well. And to those of you who may be watching this video now, later, replay, whatever it is, I want you to understand something. Your parent should be able to tell these types of stories about you. Your parent should know, your mother specifically, certainly, should know all of the intimates, be ready to share them. Because that's what makes a family. Those things that you experience. That's what have them up late at night worried about your ass while you out there in Chicago wilding out in the middle of the streets. Or while y'all was busting it open on top of station wagons at Woodstock and Freaknik. I don't know. Wasn't me. My parents had my ass in the house. I wasn't allowed to wear lipstick until I was 16 years old, y'all. I didn't wear nail polish until I was like 16. If it wasn't for a formal event, I wasn't allowed. And you know what's ironic? My siblings were. Whatever it is about me, from a very, very early age, my parents did not want me seen, so to speak. I believe that it's because of the spiritual gifts that I now understand. But at a young age, I didn't understand it. I just thought my parents were strict. I thought my parents were treating me differently from my siblings because I had access to my godparents who gave me all kinds of shit. You know, I was the spoiled child who my godparents sent me three Cabbage Patch Kids and didn't want me to share them with my two sisters who got only gifts from my parents. It was this weird thing, like, I don't know. Like, I spent as much time with my godparents as I did with my parents when I was a small child, right? And then as I got older, as an adult, when I look at it, I really kind of wonder. It's one of them things where you just be like, well, is my godfather really a child anyway? This is a story for another day. My mother has long since passed. It's been 27 years. I would not dare drag skeletons out of her closet in order to validate my life. If something were to come out and I find out, then so be it. My life was my life. It's an amazing, wonderful experience that's going to make great books and documentaries and all kinds of shit. But there's just no point in tearing apart lives if I don't have to. You know? But I was raised with the understanding, me personally, I don't know what my parents told my siblings. I was raised with the understanding that I was going to represent American blackness since I was 11. First time I signed my name to my military ID card. My daddy was like, all right, we getting ready to go to Germany. This means this, and this. Be ready. Them young folks that are out there in Chicago tonight, acting up, so to speak, jumping on top of cars. I'll show you in a moment. Whatever it is that they're doing, I could have been doing that then. Your future leaders could be doing it now. Some of them were in Woodstock, and today they're in office. You can't judge a book by its cover. The point is, you gotta give people a chance. You gotta open your mind to new ideas. If you need a little bit of cannabis to get your third eye started, then so be it. But cannabis is an herb provided by your creator, meant to heal you in the same way that the foods that you eat are. So, that part. Said my goddad has saved me so many times. My godfather was not the saving type. He was the spoiling type, child. He made me fat and in love with food and yeah, no. He was a big old lover. My godfather was like a black Santa Claus. She said, "Facts, yes, cannabis, not to go." Look, those of you out here having edibles and gummies and whatnot all willy-nilly, you all need to come see me. Don't get yourselves in situations and then be blaming the damn products. Blame yourselves for not knowing what the hell you're doing. Blame yourselves for not going over to the buy me a coffee and asking JP for a consultation on what to do with your cannabis. No, you think you just like everybody. I'm just gonna be like, I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do what I want to. Yeah, I'm just gonna eat this whole 10 milligrams. I know it say don't eat more than 5, 2.5. I know it say don't eat 100, but ooh, a whole 100 sounds so good though. If 10 is great, 100 must be 10 times more fantastic. Okay. You'll see. Some very funny shit out there. I would like to know what research exists around cannabis and pregnancy. Like actual research, like if they are getting people who are pregnant once they find out, you're pregnant. Okay, so you're a regular cannabis smoker, user. Let's track your effects. Something, anything. I'm curious. Hey, Cola. Excuse me, Cola. Monday morning, I'm gonna get me a what's that thing called? Shit. Monday morning, I'm gonna get me a PO box, Cola, and I'm gonna leave it under one of your. I'm gonna leave my PO box underneath one of your videos. You just go ahead and send it to me, child. Don't even get yourself out here and in trouble and whatnot. I'll be right back. Let me grab some coffee. She said that somebody gave them to her and she still ain't trying them. You big scary babies, y'all trip me out, bruh. I don't understand this, fam. Your ass went to a whole damn war, but what you won't do, your ass ran half the fleet. Excuse me. But you scared of a damn gummy worm. Alone in the room by yourself. What you gonna do? Fight with yourself? Eat yourself to sleep? What you scared of? Y'all tickle me, bro. Y'all really do tickle me. Y'all, I can't help it. I'm bound, bitten, determined to spill something at some point. Right now, it's this coffee. My ankle aches a little bit. I don't know why y'all scared. Listen, these are some of the scariest 40-something-year-old folks I've met in my life, y'all. We got folks afraid of cannabis. We got folks afraid of movies. We got folks afraid of their own damn shadow. We got people. I don't even know what to say to y'all no more. Y'all tickle my spirit. You do. You really really do. Cause it's funny to me. It's like the people that I'm talking to. Like I don't know about everybody else's is YouTube community or whatnot. My YouTube community consists of people who make tons of money, who make some of the most powerful decisions that you could possibly make, and they're scared of cannabis, scary movies, and me. Boo. She said I sure will 500 milligrams. I don't like anything controlling me at all. I had a life altering experience. She said it was good to bite a small piece of the tail. Yeah, all things in moderation, man. So a gummy is probably going to be about 10 milligrams, right? So you're going to want to do quarters, do 2.5 milligrams, and then be like, all right, let me give it 15, 30 minutes and see how it feels. Really, you should give it an hour. How long does it take you? The least amount of time it takes to digest something is going to be a liquid that you're going to get through your mouth, that blood brain barrier there. Blah. So, but really, like, that when it comes to your sugars and things, you're going to process them in about an hour. So 30 minutes to an hour. So you want to know that going in. You want to be like, all right, so this is a gummy. It's an edible. It means I gotta think of it like food. It's gonna take this long. I gotta digest it, so on and so forth. So I used to smoke, but I'm at that. I see. What about vaping, Cola? Did vaping work? Did you try vaping at all? Dude, that cookie wasn't out. Listen, I don't know how you hold. I don't know how you got a hold of this powerful cookie. That part I can't remember. You just need to be careful where you get your medicated substances from, and that was definitely a medicated edible. That's the other thing. Like the industry has not yet done they haven't defined well enough the differences between medical and recreational. I believe. I believe that 15% or lower should be considered recreational and should really be the cap on recreational. I think that once you get 15, when you're pushing the 25s and the 30s, you're pushing. That's medical, and that's like the boundaries of medical. It does still, like, it does give you psychedelic effects. It does affect your brain. However, sweet spot, like they talk about, there's a sweet spot for LSD dosing. There's a sweet spot for titrating, is what it's called. When you titrate and understand, you know what I'm saying? She said the cookie was Jesus fucking Christ. I had a moment. If you want to know, I have an issue. Listen. Jesus is the homie. To me, the homie. He like a cousin, a prophet, the brother. When I say Jesus of Christ, it don't mean that other people, it's blasphemy. And he was like, hey, there's some folks down there that don't like when you talk about Jesus like that. And they did not die. Okay, so she says, never vaped, done want anything in my lungs because I finally have that. Fair. So, I will show you this, but I don't intend for you to use it. However, this is the ice cream from Luca. I think I have an affiliate link with them, but I rarely use the product anymore. So, yeah, because I like a lot of smoke. I want a plume of smoke, right? I prefer a blunt or a bong. But anyway, so this is great for that purpose. Vaping in this form, not the cartridges. This form. You take it's behind me. Let me just go ahead. I don't have any flour right now, which is one of the things. But so you put your ground flour down inside of there, right? Put your little thingy on it. Turn it on. Let it heat up, and it bakes your cannabis instead of combusting it the way that just smoking it does. So the one thing that it does is it doesn't put as much of the soot and resin in your lungs. Also, though, because it is baking your cannabis, convecting or baking it, you can then take that same cannabis, put it into a joint or a blunt along with fresh cannabis, or put it into a bong and smoke it separately from being in here. So you get like two uses out of one bit of flour, right? You can also put some canned concentrate on top of this one, right? and you will get that. You get that same as if you were smoking from a cart. You get the terpene action and all the other stuff from the concentrate, but you get the effect of the flower. And anyone who understands medicating and smoking versus using versus vaping, then the cart vapes, you understand, tend to have more of a head high. This will give you both the head and the body high because of the flower, not just the concentrate. Anyway, their products are rather inexpensive. This is like $70. You can get a snail, I think, for like 30. And they've got some others. But yeah, so one of the things that you can try, anyone, just every now and then, you want to go to a reputable shop. Here in Tucson, I go to Thomas Tobacco Shop. They're really good. They know their product. I think everyone there is probably some type of cannabis user. He makes his own incense down there. I like it. But anyway, it's besides the point, me appreciating it. Just another way that you can medicate. I prefer to fill my lungs with smoke because for a long time I couldn't fill my lungs. Literally fill, F-I-L-L, or feel, F-E-E-L. From the way she looked at me. I was thinking about the Chicago wilding thing. That reminds me, let me go ahead and get the video, y'all, because I know y'all like, you keep saying you're going to show us. I said I'm going to show you. I'll probably just show you the first 2 minutes, guys. Happily married with children. I wish I never met her at all. Even though I love her so, she's got love for me. Oh, she still belongs to someone else.
Some breaking news off the top. Hundreds of teens flooding into downtown Chicago tonight, smashing car windows, trying to get into Millennium Park. A major police response. Within the past few minutes, shots were fired near the corner of Madison and Michigan. Now, we had a news crew on the scene, but they had to move because of safety concerns. I was there a little bit earlier, about an hour and a half ago, and saw police escorting tourists and visitors to their cars in the Millennium Park parking garage. The crowd was trying to get into Millennium Park, but there are checkpoints that are not allowing anyone under the age of 21 who's not with an adult to get in. So they're massing across the street on the other side of Michigan Avenue. I spoke to a woman whose car was smashed by people jumping on the windshield. She says the crowd began beating her husband as he sat in the driver's seat. He's now been sent to Northwestern Memorial Hospital. I also talked to a woman, a Chicago native, who was appalled by what she saw.
What I see out here is completely ludicrous, to be honest with you. I'm appalled at what I see. I'm from Chicago, and I understand kids having a good time, but it's simply bad parenting. We have to do better as parents. Our kids should not be out here. Where are their parents at? That's my question.
The situation continues to develop at this hour. As we mentioned, we have a reporter on the scene, but there are some security concerns. Fox 32's Nate Rogers is on Michigan Avenue in a protective position. Nate, can you tell us what you see right now?
Yeah, that's right, Dane. As you just mentioned, we're downtown on Michigan and Randolph. I'm actually probably a block away from a lot of where the chaos has originated. Right now, Chicago police are trying to clear Michigan Avenue, at least from Randolph until maybe 3 or 4 blocks south on Michigan. Very active scene indeed. Hundreds of officers working this investigation. There are reports, unconfirmed by Chicago police, of multiple people shot at Michigan and Washington, also Michigan and Wabash. The Chicago Fire Department, we're told, is here along with paramedics and Chicago SWAT teams, all assisting in this investigation. Now,
Multiple people shot, and these are your teenagers on a Saturday night in Chicago. What the hell? What are we doing? Can we talk about it? I just want let's just go look at something else really quick. Let's go look at YouTube right now. And I just want to look at the numbers right now, folks who are live. Right now, there are 735 people watching LA Confidential. There are 26 people. So what are we at? Let's just say 750, 800. This is just me looking at my live right now. 2,000, 3,000, 5,000, 7, 20. Right now, there are 18,000 people watching something called 12 Hours Remain, Survival Not Guaranteed on YouTube. Breaking news, YouTuber causes wildfire. 18,000 people are watching that. I have a question. How is it impacting your life? What do you think those 18,000 people are getting out of it? Of those 18,000 people, how many of them you think have teenagers running around Chicago? But I'm going to be quiet. I don't know now. I just am medicated mom, minding my own motherfucking business. You know, the business that pays me. That's crazy. Child, ridiculous is like, what are we doing out here? Those your children acting like that. You're here on this internet watching people talk about what you did when you were out in the streets at a similar age. Maybe, maybe you should be doing something different. I don't know. I'm just saying. Anyway. I had a fantastic day today. My morning was great. I woke up in a great mood, I must admit. A fantastic mood. Ow. And the day went well. I had some salmon, went for a walk. I've had a lot of pain recently though, and that's starting to bother me. I got some pain on my right side I need to take care of. A lot of the parents are scared of their children. Cola child, that's an understatement. The thing is why are you afraid of them? Because you didn't raise them? Because you ain't do right by them? I mean, I don't know. I wonder sometimes why people move the way that they move and do what it is that they do. Like, if... were your parents afraid of you? Is that why you think it's okay for you to be afraid of your children? Were you smarter than your parents? Is that why you think it's okay for your child to behave as though they know better than the average adult? Like, are you setting any boundaries for anybody? I don't know. I told my children, you need to fear me before you fear God. I'm closer. Me, God, the police, baby. You gonna want to do it in that motherfucking order. No offense to the Most High, he fully understood. Before you can call the po-po or you can get that prayer out your mouth, my backhand is strong than a motherfucker. I had to learn to control that part about me. Can't be angry when dealing with your children. So you gotta let your children know you crazy than a motherfucker. My kids knew I was crazy. Hey, one day want mommy is crazy. Don't do it. There's no such thing as peer pressure. Cause I'm your mama. Fear me, fear God, fear the police. Then them motherfuckers. They ain't shit. Let's get to these army combatives. I'm about to bust your life up. What we not gonna do out here, you not gonna make us look bad. You not gonna have this family out here looking, no sir. Nah. Not after all the shit that I sacrificed so that you can walk this life. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud. I love you for staying strong. You got it going on. I'm so proud of you. Said I have an authoritative demeanor and I mean business. They aren't scared of me, but they know I mean business. And you see, you got a mixed troop over there. You got boys and girls. I had all fellas. That masculinity, that testosterone in groups, that shit swell up real quickly. Woo! You know, and at the time, I was going from being a large woman to a small woman, not the other way around. Like most people, right, your mama go from being slim thicky to like thick to like big mama. And so the transition to your masculinity and you wanting to get big swole up with your mama is she ready to swole up with you too. Well, when my son was turning 12, instead of me being ready to be like, I will bust your ass up too with the shoulders and the shit and the from the dough rolling and whatnot, nah, I'm getting more slighter framed. The little MF could pick me up and move me. I was like, nope, not today. We about to go to blows. What you don't do is put your hands on me. No sirree, Bob. That was the start of that shit. Said my little boy, I can't seem to stand firm with him at times. Look at you. Look at you. So that's the problem right there. That's the problem right there. You done fell in love with him. You done fell in love with him. You were... Some dudes like, are you telling this woman not to love her son? That is not what I'm saying. I'm saying right now that shit is cute and adorable, and he bat them big old eyes at you, and he talks to you in that way that he talks to you, Mom. I love you, Mom. You know how they do you. He tell you your hair look good and stuff. He make you feel all beautiful and whatnot. Before you know it, this little thing got you wrapped around his finger. You doing all kinds of shit you wouldn't normally do for your child. You're like, wait a minute. There ain't no way I'm letting this little ninja stay up till 3 o'clock in the morning and eat bonbons with me. What the hell is going on right here? You done let him sleep in your bed for like 3 days straight. You know that's a bad idea. Because now you can't get him to sleep in his own room. All he want to do is sit up and talk to you about whatever it was y'all was watching on General Hospital the other day. Oh, jeez. Yeah, man. I'm so afraid. The spirit is telling me one thing that I just ain't ready to deal with, y'all. You don't understand. You know I have a almost 21-year-old son. And the spirit is like, okay, you fuck around though, you gonna get... Like, spirit, there's no way in hell you gonna give me a 20-something year gap between my children. I'll lose my shit, bro. I'll take it. Whatever the Lord decides, what the Lord decides. That part's not up to me. I just think it's funny. But like, listen. Bro, the day that my son picked me up and moved me, I was like, I almost walked to the other side of the bowling alley to breathe because I wanted to fight. I'm someone who is really like a touch me not. Like I've never been a huge fan of being touched, trauma, whatever you want to call it. And then this is my kid we're talking about. How the hell you get strong enough to pick me up? And you 12. We weigh about the same amount right now. How are you moving me? I don't like this. I don't appreciate this. This is not okay with me. This is not cool. Ain't nobody tell me this was the side effect of losing weight. Like this little ninja was gonna think he could just pick me up and move me around. Oh, no. Hold on, homie. And right now, I'm this size and you see me, I got gray hair and I'm missing some shit. 15 years ago, or however long ago it was, it's an entirely different thing. Like, I look like one of his homies damn near. Nah, Pippin, put mom down. We gonna box up in this bitch. I remember, years later, I go to work school at the North Carolina School of Science and Math, and when I go for my interview, I have my dreadlocks. And I walk in, and it's all of these 11th and 12th grade teenage boys just eyeballing me as I walk through the dining facility, and I'm like, nah, fuck nuts. So I got the job, and then I went and cut off all my hair. Did that help? No. Because teenage lust is teenage lust. Masculine whatever is masculine whatever. You just have to learn to deal with it. You have to teach girls how to deal with it. You can't lose yourself over masculine attention. You also can't lose your femininity because you don't want masculine attention. Like, that was one of those things that I went through. A lot of women go through. A lot of shy girls specifically. There's this awkward period in your life. One, there's your period. Two, you get started in life. Like, I got my boobs at 11. I'm like, Jesus, Pete. My mom called. Y'all, honestly, there's something about my birth that I just don't know. Like, it was a huge deal for me to get was a huge deal for a lot of girls to get her cycle. Like, but it's like, oh, she's ready now. She can have children and shit like that. I was betrothed when I was a little girl. The story was told to me. I don't remember it in detail. He was someone who I would never choose on my own, though. But I just say all that to say, like, we don't... That's a random question. I'm a Libra. But, like, it's really strange. Everything about my life has been watched in some way. Damn near curated, so to speak. Yeah, I got my boobs and my cycle at the same time. Pretty much within like a... Bro, seriously, it's almost like them bitches just sprouted out my chest one day. Libras are fantastic. I love Libras. I'm a Libra through and through. Although my second birthday is February 1st, so I'm whatever that is too. I get 2 birthdays. The day I was born and the day that I was reborn. September 30th and February 1st. February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. Ironically. Is it Aquarius? Yeah, it's the early part of February, so yeah. I think Aquarius ends mid-February. And it's Aquarius, Pisces, and then Aries. So this is that's strange. Because my signal didn't drop out at all, but it says that it did. Yeah, my eldest is an Aries. My sibling is an Aquarius as well. And then One of my sons is a Gemini. The other is a Cancer, I believe. And their father is what the hell is that? A Leo. Sorry, Larry, you know I love me some you, dude. I really don't know that much about the signs, though. I know Libras are supposed to be balanced, and I'm really in the middle. Like, I'm the middle child. I'm a Libra. I'm on the Libra. Like, I was born in the middle of Libra season, September 30th. I have a Gemini Cancer, and then I have a Cancer. Because one of my sons is born on the equinox, the summer. No, I apologize. The summer solstice, right around the 20th of 21st of June, somewhere in there. I have a Cancer Leo, so yeah. Child, them cusp dudes, man. They can be tricky. He's either gonna, from what I've been able to tell, they're either very politic or very emotional. I've yet to meet a dude who's born on the cusp of anything who didn't have this, like, their equilibrium just kind of don't be there, so to speak. What I mean by that, like, if he's stoic, he's stoic. If he's emotional, he's emotional. A lot of others kind of vacillate back and forth. She said as long as he's not a Pisces. Lord, well, what's wrong with Pisces? What they done did? Me personally, I have an issue with Taurians and Leos, specifically. My father and my eldest sister were Taurians, whatever you call them, and I love my daddy. I love my sister, but I like my daddy. I don't want to hang out with my sister too often. My son is emotional. Oh, girl. She said the worst man she dated was a Pisces. Oh, no. Was he selfish, mean-spirited? What was it? What about him? What? Tell me. You're a Sagittarius. Is that like December time frame? Yeah, I have a hard time doing women, period. But a Taurus woman, Jesus. Stubborn, bullheaded, moody, expect you to give a damn about their motherfucking moods too. They don't give a shit about you. Bad. Is it Sagittarius or Scorpio? Aren't Sagittarius is supposed to be that aren't Sagittarius is supposed to be they're supposed to be one of them, like, relating signs, ain't it? You said oh, so that's it. That's your former Pisces was stubborn and selfish, mean-spirited. Anything else I need to know? Just keep curious. Demanding. It's funny to me. I'm sorry. He's my man now. My ex was so damn, like, self-centered, selfish, childish. Trite. He said he sits on the panels on this all. Did you say he got a painted hairline though? Can I ask you a question? How tall is he? Really? I imagine that he's only like 5'6". How tall is he? I feel like if Napoleon was a YouTuber, he'd be it. Shit, is he really 5'9"? Holy shit. He don't look that tall. Honest to God. Honest to goodness, I really thought we would look each other in the eye. And if I put on heels, I guess that would be true. Like, that's funny. She said painted hair. So wait. When did you find out about the painted hairline, though? I want to know. Shit, I'll be right back. Let me get some more coffee. Listen, mine started losing his hair when we were in our 20s, so I don't know. Tell you, child. Oh, jeez. My ankle. You be lying to my man, girlfriend. I'm going to take you out in the middle of the street and get you. Bro, this work. $5.99, something like that. Ow. Listen now, Cola. Hold on. Let's talk. Tell you something. Now, Miss Cola, I don't know if you're single or not, but you know, Mr. Von Erich, he be coming over here a lot, and he seems like his spirit seems very attractive, and his baby mama was fine. His baby mama is fine, but she married to somebody else now, and he's single, and so I was thinking, you know, you should show up in my chat sometime and see whether or not y'all can mingle. I'll be quiet. I'm not supposed to be putting together. I'll be trying to be matchmaker. I need to stop. Okay. If you ask me what I saw in this last 6 months to a year, baby, you ain't thrown enough shots. You need to be lobbing full-blown motherfucking grenades and blowing up houses and shit. You have handled this better than me. Listen, the entire state of Georgia won't let me get a divorce, but I mean, this man, your person came on here and just wild. My person is a piece of shit and just don't say or do nothing. Your person came out here spinning a whole public ass fucking narrative. That's some fuck. Child, I want to lob grenades for you. Okay? Since I get rid of this has-been, I don't want to date because I want to be able to give someone 100% of me. I'm not a serial dater. Oh, I'm not letting that ride, not one bit. You better damn not. Shit. If I need to take my happy ass to court when you go to court, I will. Hey, let me tell you what I know. Let me tell you what I witnessed behind the scenes. My name is Janine Hill, but I go by JP the Aspiring Matriarch on YouTube. And you can check even on my channel. I spoke to her ex. Listen, let me tell you about these people. These people called me as a character witness. I've witnessed these people for the last 2 damn years, 3 years do this dumb shit. This is in-fucking-sane. And in the end of the day, I really do believe that it's all in some type of way to either get money for you or from you, or to keep them from having to pay out of pocket when it comes to spousal support or what it is the fuck you owe. Oh, it's a bunch of you former soldiers. See, there are veterans and then there are former soldiers, and I'll stand on that till the day I die. That part, Cola. You can't be. They really believe people out here just dead as a bunch of rocks and shit. One of the things that bothered me the absolute most, Cola Child, A1 Day 1, this is before I even knew of you or him, okay, was watching other veterans come into this space and talk this gang type bullshit. Oh, I'm a vet. We blow motherfuckers up for a living. Oh, I'm a vet. We do this, and this. No, your ass was admin. You sat behind a goddamn desk and you did this, and this. You might have called in a drone strike, but you weren't out there doing a motherfucking thing. You didn't actually put your body on the line for some shit. There are veterans and then there are former soldiers. There's a lot of former soldiers in this space claiming veteran status. Like they actually gave a damn about you when they put on their uniform and went and did nothing. I can't stand my ex. I at least give him credit for taking that 50 cal and carrying his ass downrange. But you motherfuckers who actually stayed behind, right? You stayed behind. And you watch spouses stressing the hell out. Your ass is munching on Cheetos and shit, filing paperwork and whatnot. Nah, you're a former soldier. For you to move into this space and act like you put your body in front of bullets. Act like you went to war for a motherfucking thing. No, baby, you put on a uniform for a check. Pussy popping for Uncle Sam. Yeah. Yes. Yes, ma'am. Oh, y'all want me to say a name here? We'll give you one because I don't fucking mind at all. TJ Randolph. Hey, girl, how's your spirit? I don't respect you any further than Darrell Long's tiny legs could kick your bitch ass. You picking up what I'm putting down now? I don't respect, what's his name? El Cheapo, El Dumbo, El No Guapo. That's his name. The one who thought he could buy a wife and all that jazz and fly a plane and shit. I don't respect y'all. Because you don't respect the uniform. You don't respect the UCMJ. You don't respect shit about what you were supposed to be doing while you were in uniform. It's evident in the way that you move today. Huh? Beat popping on the handstand is an understatement. Anything for that VA check, right? You don't actually show up for veterans. You just go to the VA and get all your shit for free. At least that man that I met, David Barrett, he was like, I was only in for 4 years, 6 years. I did this, and this. I've been able to. The man did like 4 to 6 years back during the Vietnam era. And do you understand that he is still receiving benefits today? I respect him more than I respect you freeloading motherfuckers who just went and put on a uniform and got an admin job. Why? Because he went in when they were actively drafting people. He said, no, you're not going to draft me. If I'm going to go of my own free motherfucking will, and I'm going to do right while I'm there. However long that lasts. Y'all. Ugh. This is why I'm like I'm over, for lack of a better word, civilian presidents. If you haven't actually like served your country, AmeriCorps, I served damn near 40 fucking years of my life. You can pretty much count all of them. I've served this country. Wife, mother, child, in my own right. Whatever you want to call it. You people. Like, there's a quote. There's this quote. I read it today from Colin Powell. Rest in peace. About leadership. You can't lead anybody. They don't actually talk to you about their issues or their problems. You notice that they go onto these platforms and they talk about the same shit over and over again because that's all they trust you with. You think that they don't listen to me. You see, they come here, they get information and understanding. And then they go on and they make cognizant, conscious decisions about their goals and their future well-being. That's what leadership is. Child Cola, I miss the military a lot of times. I won't lie. I have had to tell people through the years, listen, civilians just don't understand it. They don't understand what it is to represent your entire country when you walk out your door. Sometimes before you can even get out of that motherfucker. Okay? You don't know what it is to be asleep, having a wonderful dream, and have that phone ring at 3 o'clock in the morning and find out that several soldiers aren't coming home. Worse, it could be because of a decision that you made. Now you've got to activate an entire chain of command that is regularly focused on war. Now they have to focus on war and compassion at the exact same time. And you got to keep them focused the entire time. I think that's amazing. That's the shit that I live for. Like, I'm the chef when you got 100 tickets on the board and you need to get them out in the next 30, call me. We doing this shit. We gotta move an entire unit. How long I got? Give me the information. We gonna do this. Logistics, I love that shit. Getting things ordered and organized and moving like clockwork, bruh. I know it sounds crazy, but like my favorite thing is walking into a disaster and cleaning it up. Look at Black YouTube. Listen, Cola, I remember when the hot topic was who it was who was talking to you. These people don't have a massive attention span. Their attention just happens to be focused on who's fucking who and who's making the news, basically. Which is kind of sad. Exactly, Cola. Child. Kudos. You understand the metric. You understand exactly how this shit works. You don't. You want to make sure you eat well. You make sure they eat. You make sure that they have what they need. Oh, when you first appeared here on YouTube, I don't know if you remember back in the beginning when you first showed up, and Bomb was like, "Come on over to my channel," and I remember then like y'all were that was the talk of the town. How long that lasts? Folks got short attention spans. That's all I'm saying. Right? People probably didn't forget about the whole. You haven't forgotten, obviously. The coven obviously hasn't forgotten. How about that part, Cola? Girl. How about the whole witches and warlocks thing? Like, did you see that coming? Was that in the cards? Because it wasn't in the cards for me. Ain't nobody tell me, oh, by the way, when you get to YouTube, what you're going to see or find out is that the whole lot of witches and warlocks and shit. I beg your pardon? Say what now? Okay, and they're not going to like me, you say. Okay, Father, well, I hear you. What are we going to do? What am I supposed to do with this information, Father? Just wait, Jimmy. Just wait. You'll know at the right time. Shit, me. Still waiting on that one, too. I kid. But to be fair, I mean, surprised is an understatement. And the people, I mean, the group of them, the coalition, I'm a little surprised by the players. Man, and there's so many of them. How you get involved, how some of them got in the situation in the first place is strange for me. But I guess entertainment is entertainment. What you like is what you like. So if you like big girls who bust it wide open for the gram, then I guess that's what you like. So I was guided to where I needed to be because it was meant for me to know what I exactly. I mean that to me is the overall perspective on it, right? But you know, this space has to make news out of everything. And it's just, like I said, it's been a case study in what we, in who we are. Like in real time, if you've been watching the last 2 years of specifically Black YouTube, you've seen some really wow type stuff. I sound sometimes. See, I've been having this on my mind for a long time. Want it to be you and me like it used to be, baby. Man, and then there's some irony, and it's all coming together. Your ex looks like someone that I used to know. I actually almost asked him a question that could have sealed my fate in this space. And praise Jesus that I didn't. Child, when you wait on the Lord, He protects you from some shit. I'll tell you that much. Tyrone, come. Shout out to April Carter, though. I'm sure she out there somewhere doing alright. She says, my life has always been that. I have dreamt things and things fall into my lap. Yep, He'll pay for what He wants. He always uses money. Girl, depending on money, that's one thing. Two, though, like, your situation is different from mine. You were both active military. I wasn't. He was. So, like, Money was in short supply from the jump. Now you sound like me, Cola. Now you sound like me. 27 years later, I'm like, this light skinned, no good, no haired motherfucker is not my type. But what can you do? He was definitely my mother's type. Or I can't say he was my mother's type. My mom thought that he was a nice guy, a good guy. And I'm kind of like, well, okay, if you say so. And he did nice guy things. He rode his bike in the rain for me. He tried to teach me how to drive, but he was bad at it. Um, I'm not sure though that my mother knew what a nice guy was, because what I know of to be a nice guy and what she saw in him aren't the same thing. I just saw him doing enough just to get by. I remember him asking me once after anyway, I remember him asking me. He was like, "Do you love me?" And I was like, "I don't love you, but I like you a lot." I think after that was when he made it his mission to make me his wife. Well, I don't mean I lie. The mother of his child, not his wife. Not his wife. I believe he would have been fully content with the idea of me just being his baby mama. I'm like, you got another thing coming, Negro. You got me messed up. They might do that where you from, but coming from where I'm from, we don't do that. So you either gonna make an honest woman out of me, or you gonna come find me and my child where I'm is. Cause we both sealed this deal, homie. Yeah. Told him then that I didn't believe in baby mama shit. And that he didn't believe me. Oh, you found out the hard way, didn't you, Paul? I mean, it does help that I had a father he was afraid of. But by the same token, I told, the funny thing, the ironic thing, I told him I didn't love him. I also told him that I didn't believe that he loved me. When you're dealing with a narcissist, it's something that you shouldn't do, by the way, because then it's going to be their goal to prove to you that they do love you. Not because they actually love you, but because how dare your ass read them for the filth that they are. Child, not. She said, I'm serious. If you can see my lineup, I like them all shades, but I attract mostly caramel men. Child. Listen, listen, I like them tall, chocolate, and yummy. All kinds of them. Listen, I even attract chubby white men. I attract attractive white men. I was shocked then. When attractive cauliflower dudes be like, hey, what you doing? You do know that I'm a black woman of a certain age and culture. Is that inappropriate? Is that as bad of me as I think it is? I'm like, oh, you must already have kids. You must have already done your duty by the Caucasian community, and now you can play with a black girl. Is that what it is? That's what it is. Okay. I'm not interested though. I appreciate the offers. The first time someone turned their car around for me, I was like, did you just come back for me? You came back for me. Holy cow. Because that stuff didn't happen in my life. Damn. Well, I mean, praise the Lord, but damn, just the same. You know how you can see the news and there'll be like 2 people went missing. Holy cow. There was a coup in Sudan. Child, this world is getting serious out here. I apologize. I don't know what I was looking for, but anyway. Back to the subject of menses, because y'all know how I enjoy talking about menses. How I objectify menses. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna behave myself. Yeah, no. My type is what they call chocolate thunder. Tall, dark, pick me up and move me around several rooms. What I married? Not that at all. 5'7", 5'7.5". Yellow, gorgeous eyes though. I won't front. Beautiful eyes. Mad our children didn't get them. They got the eyelashes though, super long eyelashes. Cole, you may know this. Come on, Cola, don't do that. Don't be like that. Cola, you too damn fine to be giving people the stank face because they approach you. You can't do that. These poor little men's this child. They spirits, they trying so. You can't do that. No, now, come on. You too much. If they can get their nerve up to approach you, you can't give them the stank face. I'm putting my foot down for the fellas. You fine folks, you fierce looking females, y'all got to stop. Y'all have got to stop with the stank face. Okay? These men are working up all the courage in the world. Everything that they can to be able to talk to you. I mean, child, look at your avatar. Excuse me, Betty, Jessica. Who would you want to be? You want to be Jessica Rabbit? You want to be Betty Boop? What's the other one's name? I can't remember her name. But anyway, you want to be one of them? You fine. So, what you can't do that. You can't. God can't make you that beautiful and then mean spirited too. It's just not fair. No. God has to have designed you to be willing to accept this attention from these menses. Yes. The hell you mean you're not ready, ma'am? You've been this fine your whole life. What you mean you're not ready? I can have a problem with being attractive today because I was not always attractive, in my opinion. So I can have a problem with it. Okay? But you, ma'am, I don't know that to be true at all. You can be like, JP, you don't know that about me. I don't know you. So I'm not ready. I'm just not, and I don't want to. Fair enough. I will say you can be selling yourself short, though. Because you're just saying you're not ready. Well, never mind. Shut up, JP. I'll be honest. If you don't believe you're ready, you're not ready. I was not willing to even consider like serious dating until my children were out of the house originally. Then life happened and I made a choice that I would have normally not made. I'll say it for the record, I said it more than once. Had Sharif not passed in 2014, I would have never dated the next person that I dated. I dated her because she was like a miniature version of the man that I lost. And I could protect her where I couldn't protect him. Yeah, I hear you. She said the man for me wouldn't want to date me because he should want more for himself. they're trying to marry out here, and marriage is not on the menu. Okay, so I will say this though, right? Waiting 35 years to marry and this being the marriage, don't don't lose hope on marriage. Don't give up on marriage. Give up on shitty ass short niggas. Um but maybe marriage, maybe conventional marriage just shouldn't even be an option in the first place. Maybe for you the idea of a long-term relationship. Well, here's the thing about it, Cola. A lot of times you're only gonna get 2 out of 3. You might get someone who's healed and unmarried, but they come with drama. Oh, you might get someone who's healed and drama free, but they can't seem to get the money together to get out of a divorce, to get a divorce. Um, you might meet someone who is drama free and unmarried, but still didn't dealing with their mommy issues. I suppose my question is, can you accept one of those things on your list not happening? A purpose partner. Okay. I like that idea. I like that idea. I mean, it does imply y'all gonna be doing a whole lot more, y'all gonna be working together, so to speak, which isn't a bad thing. I think that we don't focus enough on how we want our partners to match us. How to align our lives so that things work out for uh, the best benefit of our overall purpose. For me, being healed was like, I've known so long who and what he was that it was like healing during the relationship. Shit, being we stopped being in physical contact in like 2011, so it's 12 years later. We don't have verbal communication. Shit, I don't think I've talked to him at all. I know I haven't talked to him at all. No, I did talk to him at the beginning of this year. Last year, I might have talked to him like 3 times. The year before that, maybe 2 or 3 times. When you walk away from a demon, you walk away from a demon. That's when you can get them to let go. Though. When you look at the amount of money involved, he can't afford it. And the government's going to give me what I'm owed. Yet, the government likes to get their money back, so to speak, and if they can't get it out of him in actual dollars and cents, then they will get it out of him in blood, sweat, and prison time. Like, I think that's the thing that's the most difficult for me. The veterans that are involved in this situation. Like, are they the catalyst or are they the barrier? My ex, Cola's ex, the veterans in this space. How much do they have to do with, like, all of this manosphere, money laundering, government official payoff shit? This is the type of shit that destabilizes governments. But that was the hope of the Russian trolls, right? To divide us from the inside. To use the weakest link. And they thought it was black Americans. Ain't that some shit? And look at God. Shout out once again to Janet Days. I'm going to look up the name that you gave me, Cole. Let me make sure that I go back. Admiral Michelle Howard. Take away. Oops. You know, ironically, let's just say this though. I am. Oh, hey. Hey, Admiral, how your spirit go? No way. Her middle name is my first name, just spelled wrong. I like how I said that spelled name. This lady is 62 years old, and I don't tell her name is spelled wrong. Look at General Lloyd Austin down there. Oh, I love the military. Y'all forgive me. Sorry. I love seeing our people in uniform. It's so amazing. Man. Then we clean up nice too, boy, I tell you. Anyway. Yeah, her name is Michelle Janine Howard, spelled Janine. That's pretty funny. Hey, I've been here for an hour and 43 minutes. Cola, thank you for... Girl, you've been here the whole time. Thank you for kicking it with me. I appreciate you. Thank you for watching. It is 11:30. Child, it's 11:30 at night. I do have to go twinkle. I'll probably be here till midnight. I got another 30 minutes in me. Because I'm not sleepy. And I'm not hungry yet either. And I don't know. I don't want to go for a walk tonight. I might, but I doubt it. So, Tadar, here we are together. Ow! That hurt. Whipping my little head too fast. She said, I took a long nap today, so I'm up. It's 2:30. Dude. I wanted to take a long nap today. I did not. I laid down for a while, but like sleep just doesn't come to me. Sleep evades me in the summertime a lot because we've got so much daylight. So I've got to be somewhere where it's like blackout curtains or whatnot, which is why I tend to like be up late. I kind of treat it like nighttime is the start of my day. And by like 9 o'clock, that's the end of my day. Treat it in reverse. She said, sleeping in late tomorrow, I had to get at least Oh, I'm so listen, fabulous, honey. You get all the sleep you need. If I was as fine as you was, and it took me 9 hours, I would sleep all 9 plus some. Listen, honey, you is. I ain't got nothing to say. I ain't got nothing to say. Go ahead. Go ahead, Cocoa Puff. I ain't even mad at you. I ain't even mad. Oh. Something about a think pad and an ink pad. Which, by the way, I have neither. Oh, man. I need to get my tattoos touched up. Sorry. Something I just noticed sitting here. What? Listen, Cola Child. Can we just talk about this? I have this imagination that just runs wild. And so I just imagine Cola Nix with her. You so what you just been. Girl, please. Okay, that 4-year-old child. That 4-year-old is how you keep that damn frame. That sleep sure isn't necessary, but it's necessary because the Lord made gorgeous. Just like it needs naps and shit. Like I'm with it. I'm here for it. Why you mad though? What I don't understand. I'm with the listen. If I had the means and a winky do, I would keep you. That's all I'm saying. Talk to Larry. Larry Cola, Larry. I'll be right back. My bad about the name, child. I gotta go pee. And I'll take the pictures out later. Wash my hands and shit too. Talk to her. Be nice, Larry. Tell her you love her and stuff. Larry, did you get any good information? No, she ain't even say nothing to you, Larry. I'm sorry. Yeah, I think it's like a little. It's an emotional block. It's not you. No, it's really not. It's the person that she is. I love you though. I don't be so sick. It's okay. No, don't no. Aw, Larry. Larry is like, damn, the fine lady don't like me though. She does. Larry, just alright. She just not good at showing it. I'm messy. I know it. Oh, it is starting to get chilly in here. Which means that something I'm medicated with is starting to kick in. And I might get sleepy soon. Sugar honey iced tea. I've been live for an hour and 50 minutes. There is one person watching Cola Nix's. I'm sorry, Cola 314 Yes, in the chat. It's 11:37 p.m. April 14th, 2023. How's your spirit? We're in the second hour, and listen. I've been flirting with Nicola the whole time. I mean, just man, y'all, seriously. I could be worse. Like if I was a dude, she'd be uncomfortable. So I'm gonna stop. It's pretty bad. Really, mostly, I just like for people to know that they're beautiful. For whatever reason it is that they're beautiful. In that moment, that day, whatever it is, there's something about you that makes you beautiful. And you should know that. Someone should tell you often, let you hang on to it. This man got a bottle of water from me the other day, and I was like, if no one else tells you today, you're freaking amazing. All because your tall ass got me this bottle of water. You are a godsend, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you. She says, are you going back to your maiden name? No. I was going to, but no. I'm gonna change my name. Anytime. I mean, if you're gorgeous, you're gorgeous. You should know that. And it's not like that's your number one quality or anything. But like, yeah, the Lord gave it to you, child. Shine on. Be beautiful out here in this world. The more beauty for me to look at. Oh, that's a pretty person. That's a pretty person. That's a pretty person. I tried to eat earlier. I made a salmon sandwich and it just didn't work. You said you're undecided? I mean, for me, I would have kept the last name had all of my children kept it. But my eldest has already changed his name. And the other two don't care. They know who their mother is. And as far as like I don't know. I was never I never really used my maiden name anyway. Plus I got two of them, so. That's a lot, Cola. That's a lot, man. Dang. Like, my maiden name is hyphenated because my mother, my father didn't adopt me. And so, but when he went military, I had to, on my ID card, I had his name, I think. Or something happened. No, when I was enrolled in school, I was enrolled with his last name because the people who enrolled me didn't want anyone to know that he wasn't my biological father. But then when we joined, when we were going to Germany, he had to tell me the truth because my last name isn't the same on my birth certificate. And so then my last name became hyphenated when I was 11. And shit, I married at 19. So I never really used my maiden name like that. It's not sentimental to me in that way. I thought about using my stepdad's last name because he didn't have any sons. But there are plenty of Perkinses in the world, so. And perhaps there don't need to be any more Paxtons. No offense, y'all, but I ain't seen nothing spectacular come out of the Paxton line in a minute that I know of. And my biological father's name evades me. His given name. He changed his name. And I don't want to be an Umoja. While I may want to unite my community, I'm a Black American woman. I'm pretty sure my last name should represent that in some way. And considering, I don't know, like I really considered changing my entire name. Because at one point I thought about going into hiding. Like, listen, let's just change my name. Get me off the grid. make allow me to make phone calls and ish like that. Let's just put my beautiful black ass in witness protection or some shit like that. Okay? We ain't gonna talk to nobody. We ain't gonna know nobody at all. So then I was gonna change my entire name. I'm still considering that shit a little bit. I got a couple of great names in mind though. Girl, I forget that there are an all to it. She said all the wives still have no ma'am, no, you go ahead and handle that right now. I change it to you, bruh. I was like, yeah, nah, nope. Any last name. Any last name. I know. I can't. I don't think that I can. That's what I'm saying, Cole. I don't think that I can do more than 2. Honestly. Like, I'm willing to give one more marriage a try. And then that's it. Honestly, I'm willing to give one more relationship a try, and then I'm done. Because it's kind of like, it ain't me at that point, and it's just too many broken people. Like, if at this point I can't meet like a healed, whole human being, ready to move forward in life on the right purpose and shit. Maybe Allah didn't align that star with my destiny. You know what I mean? Like, love is a beautiful thing, but people want you to sacrifice more than the Most High wants you to, which is the crazy part about it. But the Creator will be like, nah, you Gucci. You did enough. And then humans will be like, nah, you need to do this. What the fuck with you, bro? I mean, I'm gonna say this. I mean, the Father had a reason for sending you through it. I know we hate to hear that because it's like, really? The Most High, my Creator, the one who loves me, this what we doing out here? Father, I don't know. Listen, I couldn't even get my ex to go to counseling though, so you're still doing better than me. When we finally went to counseling, the counselor was like, dude, she done already left you. You just don't realize it yet. She gave him a hypothetical. She was like, if let's say that she's leaving and her bags are packed, where are her bags at? And he was like, her bags are just inside of the door. And the therapist, and this was in like 2013, I think. The therapist was like my guy, she's at the taxi already. Well, you know, they say that narcissists do that. They say narcissists warn you that they are a certain way or this or that. You know, the creator was definitely telling you this man got 3 wives before you, you know. But yet, you know us. All right. He was too broken for them. Not me though. And then you find out all along he ain't broken. That is his normal operating system. Child. Cola, it's a lot. You should it's a story to that too. Y'all got a lot of stories. Which is usually how it works. It's lots of eventful stuff. Oh, geez, y'all. I've got to put my sweatshirt back on. I am definitely going to get out of here at midnight. Oh. It's been like super quiet. I don't even know if anybody's going to be live for me to listen to. Until I fall asleep. I don't know. She said what you saw on... Uh-huh. Yeah. Cause it's okay. I can fix it. I can love that right on out of him. Shit me. That is who that man is. Bro. When I heard him boom, I was like, you got to be fucking kidding me. That's why I thought he was so petite. Well, when you decide to get your channel started and your live started, like doing your thing, let me know. I would love to be able to support you in whatever way that I can. But you're right, you know, that waiting on the next command, child. I'm waiting. I ain't even waiting no more. Now it's up to other people, and I'm ready to get this show on the road. Can you get the bags? Let's move, Heifer. The sky. You in my life. 'Cause I need you to shine. So I was gonna play. She said he has a way of drawing a person back into. He's charismatic, hypnotic. I don't know. I mean, I hear you. Cause once you're in it, right? And you can be like, man, I know it's gonna turn out the exact same. Your consistent inconsistencies, your perfect imperfections. I know this person. It's that, you know what? It's as much as him being able to draw you back in as it is knowing the devil that you're dealing with. If I'm gonna dance with a demon, might as well be the one that I already know and understand. Yeah. Emotional manipulation. A number one. My ex was the opposite. He had no emotion at all. Didn't give a fuck about anything. Two sides to every coin. Alright, let's play one of my favorite Mulan scenes and then we're gonna get ready to get out of here in about 8 minutes. Cole, you got a theme song you want to hear before we go? Woo. Since we did all this military talk today, and a little early, let's end with something fun and military.
Order? People, order? I'd like a pan-fried noodle. Ooh, sweet and pungent shrimp. That's not funny. Looks like our new friend slept in this morning. Hello, Ping. Are you hungry? Yeah, because I owe you a knuckle sandwich. Soldiers! You will assemble swiftly and silently every morning. Anyone who acts otherwise will answer to me. Ooh, tough guy. Yo. Thank you for volunteering. Retrieve the arrow.
I'll get that arrow, pretty boy. And I'll do it with my shirt on.
One moment. You seem to be missing something. This represents discipline. And this represents strength. You need both to reach the arrow. We've got a long way to go. Let's get down to business to defeat the Huns. Did they send me daughters? I asked for sons. You're the saddest bunch I ever met, but you can bet before we're through, Mister, I'll make a man out of you. Tranquil as a forest, but on fire within. Once you find your center, you are sure to win. You're a spineless, pale, pathetic lot, and you haven't got a clue. Somehow I'll make a man out of you. I'm never gonna catch my breath.
Say goodbye to those who knew me.
Boy, was I a fool in school for a cutting gym. This guy's got him scared to death.
Hope he doesn't see right through me.
Now I really wish that I knew how to swim. You must be swift as the coursing river, with all the force of a great typhoon, with all the strength of a raging fire, mysterious as the dark side of the moon. Time is racing toward us till the Huns arrive.
the coursing river, with all the force of a great typhoon, with all the strength of a raging fire, mysterious as the dark side of the
You think I'm an ignorant savage?
Shout out to all the lady warriors. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Thank you to everybody who puts on that uniform and serves this country. I know I am thankful that y'all exist, because Lord have mercy, the savages are restless out here. This is 11:58 p.m. I have been live for 2 hours, 11 minutes. Cola Mix has been kicking it with me, April 15, 2023. And you have been watching. I appreciate you. How's your spirit? I love Mulan, and it's the perfect way to end the day. I started out this day with some other stuff in a fantastic mood. Very, very, very happy. And then I came back and we talked about Janet Days, who is an amazing captain, a naval captain, serving this country at Norfolk Air Force Base as the commanding officer. Absolutely amazing for a woman and a black woman to be in that position. So always I try to round things out, and how better to round it out than ending the night with one of my favorite retired veterans, a woman. I think she's pretty freaking awesome. Not just fine, but awesome too. And me. Military mom extraordinaire and a host of other things. It's been a fantastic Saturday. You can't take my joy away. I think we're gonna go with that song. Did you come up with a song, girl? No, you ain't come up with no song. I'm like, you got a song? How about you? Before we get out of here, you want to drop down in the chat one time and be like, here's my theme song. I've been waiting to give it to you for this long. I tried. Keep hope alive. Ain't that what they say? Water! I'm gonna get ready to get out of here. Thank y'all for hanging out with me and Larry. Keep your spirit up. Be in the spiritual pleasure to see you in the streams. Peace. Love you. Have a blessed night.